Hey team, Patrick here. In this lesson, we're going to discuss how to hit a kick serve, which is a serve with heavy topspin, which is a great serve to have, particularly as a second serve, as it will allow you to hit with more height and margin for error over the net, while at the same time keeping your racket head speed. We see players that can't hit with spin on their second serve, either making a ton of double faults or just hitting a slower version of their first serve, which is then very attackable, where the kick serve will jump up and out of your opponent's strike zone. So let's get into it. Now, before going through some specific kick serve drill progressions, a quick overview for how to hit with spin on the serve, so you understand the fundamentals. The slice serve and the kick serve are similar in their technique, in that they both have a lateral swing path across and past the ball. But on the slice serve, the racket is positioned more vertical, more straight up and down at contact, so the ball spins this way. And on the kick serve, it's going to have the racket positioned more to the side. So when you swing across the ball spins this way. It's somewhere between slice and topspin. It would be difficult to hit with pure topspin on a serve, as it would require the racket to be in this position at contact, like a one-handed backhand, and that's not a position that's very easy to get into on the serve. So the racket face, my strings, are still going to be pointing in the direction of my target, but the path of my racket is going to go across and past the ball in this direction. Because the kick serve, the racket is tipped on its side, my racket's going to move up the back of the ball this way. And if the ball were a clock face, it would be like the racket's moving from 7 o'clock to 1 o'clock or 8 o'clock to 2 o'clock on that clock face, and the ball spins this way. For a slice serve, the racket would be moving more from 3 o'clock to 9 o'clock, slice, kick. Because the kick serve has elements of slice and topspin, initially the ball will curve through the air like a slice, but then straighten up off the bounce and kick up high due to the topspin. The first progression would be to make some slow, deliberate shadow swings, where you imagine making contact more in this position and then tracing the path of the baseline as your guide. You'll find if you stay more sideways and hold the rotation of your torso, it's easier to accommodate the swing path and swing past the ball. You could then practice alternating between more of a flat serve, where you open your body up and swing in the direction of your target, and the kick serve, shadow swing, to feel the difference between the two. Next, grab a ball and place it on the palm of your hand and roll it up and back like this to get the feeling of the racket going up. And then you can continue the swing path and push the ball up off your hand, and you should see the ball go up and have this top spin, particularly if you use a two-tone ball like this. The last progression is going to be to start in this abbreviated position with the racket to the other side of your head, where you're going to want to establish contact on a kick serve. Toss the ball back and into your strings and listen for this clicking sound as the racket moves up and across the ball. If you're still hitting an accidental slice, then you need to toss the ball more to your left as a right-hander, more towards 11 o'clock on an imaginary clock face drawn in front of you, as even if you start here, if your ball toss drifts too far to the right, then by the time you make contact, you'll be in this position. And it's impossible to hit a kick serve, hit with topspin, when your racket is this vertical, as then you can't hit up. And if you do enough of these abbreviated swings that give you the feeling of tossing the ball to the left and making contact with the racket to the side, it should ingrain in your muscle memory and bleed back into your full swing with all the other moving parts, such as your take back and leg drive. Right team, so to recap the kick serve, we need a ball toss that's more to the left, more towards 11 o'clock on this clock face as a right-hander, so we can make contact with the racket more to the side, have a lateral swing path up and across the ball where we stay more sideways. We hold the rotation of our body and you'll start to see the ball curve with more height and shape over the net and then kick up and away from your opponent on the other side. So I hope this video has helped, and if it has, then please leave it a like and a comment down below and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on court in the next one. Cheers guys.